Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Tampa Bay Downs here on Saturday. It is the 14th of January 2023. Gonna look at the stakes races on the program from Tampa, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. The second weekend of the year is always the most, or third weekend of the year is always the most boring weekend of racing in the whole entire world. I think, because it's just the quality of racing. It's that one bye week where you just have no Derby prep races mostly. In the UK, it's that kind of weird week before the Cheltenham Festival prep races start to heat up. Of course, you have no really good flat races until late March, early April there. But it's just a boring weekend of racing. If I was a racetrack, I would make this weekend like the Saturday some kind of big race, like and go with it. Like if I was Sam Houston, if they could able to export their signal, I would actually move their big race weekend from later in the month to this weekend. But with that being said, it's just we're gonna look at Tampa today because I think they have a good card, a little bit better races than the Gulfstream races, and I think you make some money with these races. Let's look at the stakes action races 6, 7, and 9. The sixth race, it is the Pasco Stakes. It's going for a purse of $125,000. Race for 3-year-olds here. Field of 6 horses going 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs on the main track. Kind of the road to their Tampa Derby with this one. This would be the first leg, I guess. Second leg would be the Sam F. Davis in about 4 weeks' time, and then after that, of course, the Tampa Derby. But my top selection here, I'm going to go with the 3-horse Handsome Playboy. Let's go 3, 4, 5, 6 in the superfecta. 3, 4, 5, 6 super. Top selection of 3-horse Handsome Playboy. This 3-year-old gelding by Handsome Mike. Gerald Bennett trains this one. Pablo Morales gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 21st December at Tampa. 6 furlongs and an optional 75 claimer. And he went by 4 1/4 lengths that day. And he basically tracked all the way around the race course. He quickened up nicely and went away with it. A very good, clear victory. I thought dropping to an allowance race was a good confidence builder for this horse. Stepping back up in class to these horses, going 7, back to Tampa, where he's really showed a lot in his career. I think he's going to really run a good race. Shown a lot in his career. He's only started twice here, but he's trading well over this track. 2 back, he ran the inaugural stakes here at Tampa, 6 furlongs, 3rd of December, and he finished second by 4.5 lengths, or 2.5 lengths that day. He definitely outran his 33-1 odds in his dirt debut. He basically stalked. He needed something more late. The winner just freaked that day, but he ran his heart out there. Keep in mind, 1, 2, 3 were all next star winners out of that race. And then in a stakes race at Prescott over the 6.5 on the 4th of October, he finished 5th by 8 1/4 lengths that day. Was very wide from a tracking trip, weakened out of it and drifted. It just wasn't his day to win. Like I said, he's training very well on this track. Last time out, good confidence builder. Back to the spot today. I think he's loaded. I'm going to single him in the multi-race. I do think they're going to bet the 4-horse Champion's Dream, the national winner, into the ground. So I think you get a little bit better price on this horse than 7-2. But to recap my selection for the 6 from Tampa, it is the Pasco. Let's take the 3-horse Handsome Playboy. 3, 4, 5, 6 super. We're going to single that 3-horse in the multi-race. The 7th event from Tampa, it's the Wayward Last Stakes. It's going for a $50,000 purse. Race for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 7 horses going the distance of ground is 1,700 meters or a mile 1/16 on the main track. Going to take the 3-horse Molly's Angel as a top selection. Let's go 3, 7, 1, 4 in the superfecta. 3, 7, 1, 4 super. Top selection of 3-horse Molly's Angel. This 5-year-old mare by Estan. Tim Padilla trains this one. Alonso Quinones gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 10th of September, Canterbury. Mile 16 in a state bred stakes race for the Minnesota Breds, and he finished 4th by 4 lengths that day. And he basically stalked all the way around the racetrack and just had nothing. Desperately needed the race there. Maybe didn't want to go the mile 16th on the turf. Refreshing here to Tampa, where this horse has run very well in the past, training well over the track. I think she's in a better spot to win. 2 back in the Glitter Star at Canterbury for State Breds, mile 16th on the 13th of August. She finished 3rd by 2 lengths that day. She just kind of stalked all around the race course and just couldn't get there late. wasn't the day to win. And then option 40 at Canterbury, going a mile on the 20th of July. She won by 4 lengths. From a tracking trip, she stalked, she got the lead, she quickened up nicely. Coming back with the 84 buyer, it was a definite improvement off a race before, which came in the Minnesota Turf Distaff over the 7.5 in mid-July, where she finished fourth by 6.5 lengths that day. She closed up a little bit late, but it wasn't anything spectacular. Like I said, she likes running here locally. She's 4 for 2 on this track. She did run this race last year where she had a little bit of a trouble trip that day. Came back to win going a mile 40 here in late January very, very nicely. And then she basically went on the bench after that for about 4 or 5 months. But likes running here. Quinones rides the horse great when he's on him. Has been on him most recently all the starts. But coming here at 9-2, I'm going to use this horse. The 7-horse Past Champagne hasn't seen the racetrack a lot in the last few years, but when she does, she runs decently. She won an option 25 last February, going 7 at Gulfstream by 2 3/4 lengths. Before that, ran the Kentucky Oaks of 2021 at Churchill, where she at 7.5 to 1. She basically lost all chance at the beginning, where she broke hardly out of the gate, finishing 12th there. Placed in the Ashland behind Mouthat. I won a main special in late February 2021 at Gulfstream very, very nicely from Y Posture. You know, if she's fresh enough, she could definitely win here. At 3 to 1, I'll use her, but I have questions with her soundness. Third start in the last 2 years. But to recap my selection for the 7 from Tampa, it's the Wayward last. Let's take the 3 horse Marley's Angel. Give kudos to the 7 horse Pasco Champagne. 3-7-1-4 Super. 3-7 in your multi-race. The 9th race from Tampa, it is the Gasparilla Stakes. It's going for a $125,000 purse. Races for 3-year-old fillies. 8 horses are going 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs on the main track. My top selection, I'm going to go with the 3 horse Dreaming of Snow. I'm going to go 3-5-2-4 in the superfecta. 3-5-2-4 super. Top selection of 3 horse Dreaming of Snow. I am not dreaming of snow. Here in New York City, we've been very lucky with it being actually quite warm for this time of year. Mid 40s, mid to high 40s, which I love. When it gets below 4 degrees, I'm miserable. But we have had a lot of rain, just not a lot of snow. And if it stays like that the rest of the winter, I'm fine with that. Because I just hate winter. I'm a summer person, which I'm in the minority with that. Everybody I know likes the winter, but New York in the summer is great. New York in the winter just sucks when it snows. But 3 horse Dreaming of Snow. This 3-year-old filly by Jess's Dream. Israel Bennett trains. Sammy Camacho gets on this one. The horse's most recent out of game, 17th of December at Tampa. 6 furlongs, option 75 claimer. And the horse won by 8.5 lengths that day. And basically won for fun. He was drifting a little bit late, but I think that was because he was on winning by 8.5 lengths, almost 10 before the wire. But, 50 cents a dollar. Everybody and their mother knew he was going to win, and he won quite nicely. Very good race there. Second off the bench. First off the bench, first time against winners and stakes quality horses came to Sandpiper, Tampa over the 6th, 3rd of December. He finished 4th by 6.5 lengths that day, and he just stalked the pace that day, very fast pace, and then just kind of hit the wall late. It wasn't his day to win, probably neither race off the bench. And then on debut on the 6th September, Colonial over the 6th in the main special weight, went by 1 3/4 lengths that day. From a tracking position, he took off clear late, a very good run, training well locally. I'm going to use him here. The 5 horse Charlie's Wish for David Fox, this 3-year-old filly by First Dude. Won't surprise me if he gets the job done. Harry Mayo's up in the saddle, 8 to 1, first time Lasix. Most recently in a State Bred Allowance race at Gulfstream of the 6th. He finished 3rd by 3 3/4 lengths that day, and he just couldn't get there. The winners just outgamed him. Before that, in the juvenile filly sprint at Gulfstream over the 7, he finished 2nd by 4 lengths. And again, he was dueling that day. He just couldn't keep up late, but again, he ran his heart out there. And then main special weight for State Breds at Gulfstream over the 7 in October. Went by 3 1/4 lengths. On debut, he took off clear. He's training very well at Gulfstream. Coming to Tampa against some lesser quality horses. I'll give him a shot on the ticket. But to recap my selection for the 9th from Tampa, it's the Gasparilla. Let's take the 3 horse Dreaming of Snow. Give kudos to the 5 horse Charlie's Wish. 3-5-2-4 Super. 3-5 in your multi-race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.